everybody, welcome back to 50 Shades of Mehhhh. Tone, address our people, please.
Here at M&S. I mean, sorry, I was watching M&S ads for this lads. I've got Nigella Lawson on the mind. So, welcome back, our little Mehheds. In this special episode, we're going to be talking about shit as per usual because we got nothing better to do, and there's not enough cradles for the old Jack to snatch.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, honey, I can't. The Ann Summers closed down.
Oh my god.
So they can't get Clone Willies anymore, love. Sorry.
Anyway, we're back anyway. We took a little week's break due to COVID. Oh my god. Yeah, due to COVID, man. Thanks.
Due to COVID. Yeah, you know. In other news, you probably noticed this week that we only have two squares. I mean rectangles. There should be one down there that has Miss Hope, but unfortunately, Miss Hope a dose of the mayonnaise, so had to leave and go to Mayo.
God.
So,
That's
dear
one way
Miss
to put
Hope,
it.
dear Miss Hope, will be featured in a future episode whenever she comes back and has better Wi-Fi. Because of the west of the country, they don't have much Wi-Fi. You'll see next week. You'll see next week. Jack can attest to this. The Wi-Fi in the west is not the greatest. I know. Down here in the west.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
We love you, Nara. Can't wait to see you again. And featuring your lovely rectangle somewhere on the screen in the near future.
Exactly.
Hopefully, we're all in one rectangle someday, you know.
So yeah, it's just going to be the two of us this week, but back to our regularly scheduled programming next week with our new special guest, which we will reveal at the end of this show. Right, Tone?
Oh yeah, honey. It feels like they've put a spell on me.
Sweet baby
Ooh.
Jesus.
You know what they say about you know what they say about midnight. I think we should have done this episode at midnight because it's the witching hour.
For fuck's sake.
I love my little shit. I'm not even I just don't care about these things at the end. I just hint at the fucking person throughout the episode. I'm just like, aha.
Oh my god.
I'm more obvious than the producers of Drag Race in their storylines. You're like, you want to throw her win, throw him a win, like.
Oh my god. Well, speaking of Drag Race, let's get into our first topic of the day because we have 2 episodes of All Stars to talk about.
Okay, so we have the first episode, which happened 2 weeks ago, which is She MZ. So this was obviously a play on TMZ, so it was kind of an improv challenge. Do we remember anything about that episode? Barely, honey.
That memorable, honestly.
It was alright. It was alright. Everyone voted for Mayhem, as we saw in the
Including
episode.
Mayhem.
Including Mayhem. Mayhem was like, I'm the queen of the party and the queen of leaving too. So
yeah.
She's
we
like,
mentioned who's going home like first
like
off.
She was like, honey, Angina is not getting the only fucking thing of this. I'm doing myself.
So Jesus, that's like the fourth time in All Stars history that someone has sent themselves home. Like the second time in one season, essentially, as well.
Yeah. Like, I do feel like with the CMC one, it was a good kind of challenge, but it will never beat the police challenge for me of season 11.
Police challenge?
Remember they had to do improv.
Yeah.
Improv, and literally there, I think this is the most iconic moment of all time. It's literally Brooklyn naked, just going, this is what this looks like. And literally Nina West going, oh my God. I was like,
oh my
and literally, whatever Akira is doing, Akira's like, woo, ooh, twerking. And so I thought, I swear to God, I was like, oh my gosh, she's about to die. So call a medic. I was like, no, she's just twerking. One of my supervisors actually at work has learned a new twerk.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
They know how to do that twerk where it goes. They don't do that with their hands, they do it with their ass. Just so you people know. Like that's
God.
what a twerk involves, you know.
Shout out to Starbucks Limerick, whichever one it is.
We're all over, honey. Oh.
Yeah, Tone's a whore. He
I'm
gets
not a
around the
whore.
Starbucks.
Just because sometimes I dabble in the station, sometimes I dabble in town, other times I dabble out with the posh people. They don't understand me. Think about how.
Castle Roy's
That's what they
considered
said.
posh.
What?
Castle Roy's considered posh.
Castle Troy.
Yeah. Is that what you're on about?
Yeah, it's the posh side of Limerick.
Yeah, but that's considered posh.
It is posh.
I don't fucking know. I've been to
It
Limerick.
is posh. It's like if you go over, it's like UL is like the Trinity of Limerick, except it doesn't have the shitty attitudes. Well, oh, come on, honey. If you've ever met someone who goes to Trinners, usually they say, Trinners are winners.
DCU for life, bitch.
I don't know. I don't go to technological places. Daddy doesn't pay me to go there.
Yeah, sure.
Won't catch me in Trinity, hun.
Right, back to the topic at hand. GMZ.
GMZ. She unforgettable. Like
Yeah,
I do feel like it was an all right episode, but it's not going to be like what you're going to remember. It was like literally like it was an all right episode. Like I feel like overall it was good. It had its moments. It was kind of there was touching moments, there was bad moments, there was good moments. Overall, it's kind of a middle of the road. We're kind of like about what? That was episode 3. We're kind of a third, or like one, like we're nearly halfway through the competition. And it's like it's all right episode, but the next episode, of course, was always going to overshadow it, which was, of course, yet again, return of Snatch Game of Love.
Yeah, that's it. We're just basically floating over GMZ because it wasn't that memorable.
But like
straight to Snatch Game.
But firstly, how do you feel about Miss Mayhem the Miller, Queen of the Parties run on All Stars?
It was meh.
It wasn't meh really for me. I feel like she did kind of redeem herself from like of course season 10. She had a bit more drama, there was a bit more flair. It was good.
Yeah.
I do feel as though she should have won the Holiday special along with Sonique.
Sure,
I don't care about
that one tone.
Who wants everybody to win? Ew. I don't care. Go delete it like RuPaul's Instagram. I'm sorry, I want to start over. I feel the negativity in the world. Oh, hush now, man.
Isn't that what Cameron said?
No, Cameron was like looking back at life and saw that they had grown as a person. RuPaul would probably just go like, I wasn't painting with all the colors of the coloring box. Ooh, you better work, girl. Buy my book now on Amazon. Or all good books are stopped. Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Oh my god.
Now, of course, since we're going to Snatch Game, before we talk about this Snatch Game, we must think back to all the other Snatch Games of All Stars. Now, of course, in season 1, we have one.
We had fucking Gaff in.
I don't have a door, but imagine I have a door. Jack, did you hear about the farmer?
No, I did not.
I did it in the Teletubbies. That was the kind of humor. It made no sense. And then I'm just gonna do Do you know the only moment I remember from that entire episode?
What would that be?
Tootsie Lou, Roo! Actually, speaking of this, actually, as well, let me just do something real quick. So, this season as well had, of course, our 200th episode of Drag Race. Our 200th episode.
It did?
It did. Yes, it did. Do you want to know what episode it was? Give me a second. I'm really slow, and my internet is like literally Vivacious Sisters react time during season 6. Very very slow. Very slow. Where the fuck is this? I don't know. Uno momento, por favor.
Town can't speak Spanish.
Of course, I can speak Spanish. I can barely grasp English at the best of times.
I can confirm this, especially when he's drunk.
Feck you little bitch. So the episode that we're about to talk about is, of course, Snatch Game was the 200th episode, and boy was it.
It was the best Snatch Game ever, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're just gonna gloss over as well. Oh, we actually forgot one thing. We forgot about the lip sync of the makeover challenge. Really, last episode. You know, Morgan McMichaels won because of her makeover of Miss Cracker.
Huh?
Did you remember Morgan and Miss Cracker practically wore the same outfit?
They did?
It was still blue.
Shit.
There's loads of memes going about going, "Congratulations, Morgan, for winning the makeover challenge," because they were literally looking exactly the same.
Fair enough. I don't remember that, but cool.
I know, and but it was also both of them were winners. Just because we forgot that, and I just remember that moment when I heard Morgan McMichaels. So obviously back to Snatch Game. So obviously we've been thinking back to all the Snatch Games. This obviously being the 200th episode. So we've had season 1, season 2, of course, All Stars. What do we think of that Snatch Game?
No, that was the best Snatch Game ever.
Oh, come on! How they do their row? Oh,
I mean, having Alaska as May. What's her
Mae
name?
West. Mae West. Oh,
I was supposed to say May
I
Young.
don't
I
know.
was like, no, not that.
No, I just love Mae
But,
West. Mae West is like, "Oh, Jack, I see you're still doing the singing, eh? Oh," that kind of voice. Sorry, oh, I would be sophisticated, but I'm a bit of a whore. Oh, that kind of shit. Like,
mm-hmm.
and then of
then
course
what
we
else did
had
you have?
Katya as Bjork.
Yes, we did. And then Tatiana as Ariana Grande.
That was that one's terribly wrong. Oh, here's the thing: do not do current stars.
I mean, Ginger
Lady
won as
Gaga, Snooki, Beyonce.
Sure. But then after that we had All Stars 3. Was All Stars 3 it was a proper Snatch Game. Trixie as RuPaul.
Winner, chicken dinner.
And then who won that year?
All Stars 3.
Oh, Dela.
Dela won along with it was along with me, Jennifer Lewis.
Oh, Shanji, yeah.
Also during that we had I'll sue the bitch. Crystal motherfucking LaBeija, which should have won.
Well,
iconic. Oh, if you've seen The Queen, you will know that was a spot on funny expression. Also, we're forgetting, shout out to Alyssa Edwards during All Stars 2 for literally just being Alyssa, pretending to be Joan Crawford. No wire hackers. Ugh.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Baba, please. Then, of course, All Stars 4 introduced us to the format that we now know and
Tolerate.
I wouldn't say tolerate, honey. Tolerate is a high word for what this is. I would say experience. The Snatch Game of Love. Similar to Blind Date, just boring. So who was the winner of last year? Was it Caitlyn Jenner, which was, of course,
Trin.
and then who the fuck else? Let me see. Was there someone else?
Wasn't it? No,
We
Monet
have the
didn't
we
win.
have the terrible. No, Monet was fucking Whitney Houston, and honey, I
Yeah.
see more life of Whitney Houston now than I saw on that fucking challenge.
Yeah, fuck, who was it? What's that for? No. I mean, Gia is fucking. Who did Gia do that year and fail?
Jenny Bowie. Let's not talk about it.
Nah.
I'm looking up now the characters just because. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we had Monet Exchange as Whitney Houston, which was
Uh-huh.
bad. We had Naomi Smalls as Wendy Williams, which I thought was good.
How you doing?
Caitlyn Jenner, which is of course Trinity the Tuck. Then we
Yes.
had Eartha Kitt,
Oh, the fucking second of the kit now.
Valentina.
I still don't get why Valentina did fucking Eartha Kit.
I feel Juju did it better.
Oh,
Ooh, what
definitely.
would you go over? I would go over and turn the thermostat up to a sensible 75 Fahrenheit. Urgh.
74. But, okay.
75, 74, whatever. Then we, of course, had there was two winners of last year's Snatch Game. We forgot the other one. So firstly, there was Monique Harris as Tiffany Haddish. Then Barbara Streisand.
Oh, God. That's right.
Manila won for that. Then Jenny Bowie. And then, of course, Latrice as Della Reese.
Latrice
No
doesn't
one
have the
remember.
best looking Snatch Game, does she?
If you saw reviews during that. Do you know what's funny, though? During Snatch Game, the actual lip sync song was How Will I Know by Whitney Houston. Only Monet. Monet really reclaimed herself this year when she did Juice this season. During All
Yeah.
Stars 5. But back to this Snatch Game. Now, of course, this Snatch Game, we had some interesting characters.
Questionable choices.
Choices. A lot of choices
Mhm.
there, love. A lot
Yeah.
of I wouldn't say
Mm.
exactly the best choices. Like, shall
Nope.
we go through them? Shall we go through them?
Yes. So we had Blair St. Clair as Miss Ellen DeGeneres.
Let's
I
get them up. I'm
don't
gonna go
know.
through them alphabetically, so because I'm forgetful bitch.
I know. We had Blair's Ellen. We had. I'm trying to remember them without looking them up. We had. Who else? Fuck's sake, well,
We
who
had,
won?
of course, we had two winners. So we had Jujubee as Eartha Kitt.
The kid.
We had Shea Coulee as Flavor Flav.
Oh, yeah.
If you've seen Flavor Flav, Flavor of Love, Charm School of Love, Flavor of Love season 2, Flavor of Love season 3, New York Wants That Man. Oh my fucking god, iconic. Just I am amazed no one did New York. No one fucking did New York.
Tiffany Pollard, New York? Or
Tiffany
irrelevant?
Pollard, New York, because she was fucking in love with Flavor Flav. Oh my god, that's a mixed opportunity. You could have had someone do. Well, it was only Shay who could do him. So, Miss Cracker as
Gaga.
Gaga. Gugu. We had Alexis Mateo as Walter Mersadio. And then, of course, India.
Miss India Farah as Jeffrey
As,
fucking Star. And
Yes.
considering everything going on in the world of YouTube
Well,
drama
this
right
was
now, that
filmed
was
a year
good
ago.
timing. I know, but I
This
was saying it was good fucking timing.
That was fucking like they've had some good things. And of course this year, not this year. This year, of course this week as well, we had the premiere of Drag Race Canada. Now you're probably wondering why we're not doing it episode by episode. We're going to be doing in bunches just because we want to get a kind of feel for Drag Race Canada so we kind of know the kind of mechanisms of how it's working because there's different guest hosts and everything. One of the actual judges from that show, Jeffrey Bauer Chapman, of course, from Unreal, the most iconic TV show of all time. If you haven't seen it, watch it, please. Was on this, and so yeah. What did we think of these lovely impressions?
I mean, obviously, Shay is Flava Flav and Juju is Eartha Kitt. I mean, they won for reasons because they were the fucking best out of the lot. They had
Juju didn't
me.
win, love.
In terms of the two with the bleed, wait, hold on. Oh yeah, she didn't. Fuck.
Alexis won. You eat it.
We're forgetting about Alexis now because of what we're going to touch about later on. Um,
Oh
but
God, don't remind me.
but no, like Shay and Juju were the ones that had me in stitches. I mean, Alexis was funny, but I hadn't a clue who the person was to begin with.
Do you know who Flavor Flav is?
Yeah, obviously.
Have you watched Flavor of Love?
Yeah. I'm talking
Oh, so
about
you know.
Walter, whatever the fuck the name was. I've not had a clue who that was.
Well, did someone do Miss Cleo yet?
I want to say yes. Did someone do Miss Cleo
No,
yet?
no one saw Miss Cleo. I don't think so. Miss Cleo. She's
Oh no, some
Jamaican.
someone was meant to. I think Kennedy was meant to, but then they changed it to someone else, whoever they did in All
Someone should
Stars
do Miss
3.
Cleo and literally be really funny about it. Like, also do a proper New York, where New York is the judge. I'd love it, actually if Nino Bunina was in All Stars 6 and she did New
Black
York.
China.
Black China. Maybe she might do our first lady of America, Kim Kardashian.
Imagine Kim Kardashian as the fucking first lady. See, now, like Kanye running for president now, I mean, let's face it, everyone's going to vote for Kanye to see Kim as first lady.
Yeah, but we all know who the real president of the United States will be.
Me!
No. Kris Jenner, played by, of course, Alexis Michelle. Momager!
Oh, God.
What about presidenture?
Oh, my God. So, yeah, I mean, Snatch Game of Love this year was grand. We had one winner who was Miss Shea Coulee as Miss Flava Flav.
Can we just touch on one thing, yes? When
Go
Rue
on,
came up
cut me
to
out in the middle of my sentence.
Sorry, but can we just touch on one thing? Jeffrey Bauer Chapman and Rue just going up to him going,
oh God, that made me uncomfortable.
I was like, honey, that reminded me of that moment from Alien.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I just had to say. But back to what you were saying.
So we had one winner. Even though each of the Snatch Games had one winner between them, there was an overall winner in Miss Shea Coulee. And then Rue throws a curveball at everybody, which was, if you're not the winner of the challenge, you're in the bottom and you have a chance of going home.
Can we talk about, though, the runway for this episode?
Yes, sure. We'll talk about that first.
Prom Queen Fantasy.
Yes. I mean, what would have been my favorite look out of a lot of them?
Jujubee for me. I fucking love Jujubee. It was like a Glamour Shots one. I fucking loved it.
I know it wasn't necessarily prom-ish, but like I really liked India's. India's look was nice, I thought.
I thought it was alright. Like, I'm more Jujubee because it's like I just love the fact of when she was voting, she was like, "Ooh, I can't wait." So yeah.
Cracker's one was good as well. The fact it was like nerdy, like non-traditional fucking, fucking one with warts and spots all over her bleeding face and the traditional pink poofy dress.
I felt we had like good moments as well. Like it was good overall. Like yeah.
Mm.
So on to the winning, on to the voting.
So, in the workroom, after the winner was decided, there was a bit of tea.
Oh.
So basically, with everyone in the bottom, the weakest out of the lot were arguably India and Cracker in terms of the Snatch game. And then India pulled Shay off to the side, saying that in a previous episode, both Mayhem and Alexis were plotting to send her home when she was in the bottom. And that caused an outroar of everything. And then basically, the way they edited out it played out as if the bottom votes were between Alexis and India.
I do love
Is that
India.
boring your tone?
Not boring me. I just felt it was the most dramatic moment we could have lived for. Like I feel like we needed something to kind of just like boost us, like to bring us in this season fully. Like this is halfway point in the season, so it kind of needed. Usually halfway through the season, you need something that just goes boom, and this is kind of that moment we needed.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And it was definitely a moment because I had myself thinking what was actually true and what wasn't. And I mean, to this day, I believe India. Like, I just don't like Alexis at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I feel like with Alexis, it would have been very dramatic though this season. Imagine though Alexis was kind of voted out this episode when of course the lip sync assassin for this particular episode was of course her drag daughter.
Miss Vanjie.
Miss Vanjie. Ah, there you go.
Sweet baby god. So yeah, it was Shay versus Vanjie in the lip sync for your legacy. And Miss Shea Coulee won once again, winning her. She won 10,000 this week, didn't she? Yeah.
She won 10,000 plus as well a 7 night stay in Paris, France, courtesy of Mr. B&B. Just we have to say France because remember, oh my God, I get to fly to England. New England's in America, hon. Oh. Just in case people thought it was Paris, Texas. Okay?
Jesus Christ.
I thought the lip sync was good. I thought Shay killed it yet again. Now, what did we think of the person who went home? How was their time in the show?
Well, spoiler alert, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, India was sent home,
Oh
unfortunately.
God.
But I feel like in terms of the competition, India did really well. I mean, compared to her time in season 3. Yeah, season 3. 3? Yeah.
Yeah, Tree. She was picked up by Mimi M first.
Yeah, that's right. So, like, compared to her time in season 3, like, she's definitely grown a lot and developed a lot as a queen. And she definitely showed that off in All Stars 5. I mean, winning the first challenge and, like, being a standout, even though being in the fucking bottom every week since the first challenge.
Hey,
But yeah,
she
I just
still
feel
did.
like it was her.
It was her time.
Yeah. It's a time. But, I mean, like, the way they edited everything together and then in Untucked, everyone sent India home, apart from India. I thought there was going to be a few votes for Alexis at least, but there wasn't, which I was very shocked at.
Like I thought, like I think overall, India's runway wasn't enough to save her from her Jeffree Star. Guess that star, Jeffree, is going out. I mean, India's Jeffree.
Bye.
Bye, sister.
Oh God.
But yeah.
We might touch on the actual body sister in a super video, a future video.
Super video. Cue amazing dramatic intro. So next week, of course, is the Charles Family Backyard Ball. So it's our ball episode, where, of course, next week's guest judge is, of course, Bebe Rexha. And, of course, RuPaul's six sisters, Rosie and Renee, which we've seen 100 times before, where the queens have to design and create 2 backyard eleganza looks.
Sweet.
So who's going to be our big feathery lip sync assassin? Oof. I hope they're here to make it clear.
You think it's going to be Roxy?
Oh, honey, she thick and juicy, and she coming to try and take that lip sync assassin crowd, which there is none, but hey, look! Roxy's back again at top 5!
Okay. So I think that's enough Drag Race for this week, because we'll be touching on a little bit more next week with our special guest, soon to be announced.
And we'll be touching more on Drag Race Canada. Maybe they can wave their maybe they can wave their magic wand over the rest of the season. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
So, Jack, do you want to take us over to our main topic this episode?
Yes, we will. So with the country now starting to somewhat open back up again, like we're able to go out and about more, me and Tone have been discussing all our upcoming shows and shit that we have coming up, especially our musicals. We have about like 5 musicals booked to see together, and we're like, oh, musicals is a lovely topic. Why don't we touch on that?
Oh, I do love a good musical, me.
Yeah, I just need to teach you to sing first.
I'm like Andrew Lloyd Webber. I come up with ideas that no one will
Bitch.
watch. Does ever...
Do not compare yourself to Andrew Lloyd Webber ever again.
I'm not comparing myself to, unless he makes another film about cats. We're not talking about.
No, we never touch on cats on this podcast.
The musicals is good. It's just the movie was shit. I hope they don't do one for Starlight Express. That's people as trains.
I know, fucking hell. Starlight Express, not one of my favorites. But yeah, I mean, like, me and Tone were meant to go see a bunch of musicals now for the next couple of months, but God knows which of these we'll actually be seeing. So we had lined up, we were going to see Friends, the musical parody, which I am fucking buzzing for. All y'all know I'm a big Friends fan.
As you can see by his bed sheets sometimes.
Sometimes. I have me playing ones on today, so. We're also meant to be going to be seeing Six. I got them for Tone for, was it Christmas or your birthday I got them for? I can't remember.
Christmas, I think. Which is, of course, if you don't know, Six is about the wives of Henry VIII. Of course, divorced, beheaded, died, survived. Definitely look it up. Really good musical.
Definitely. And we're also meant to be going to see Waitress.
If you haven't seen it, haven't listened to it, listen to Sarah Bareilles. She wrote the book for it. It's really good.
Exactly. I can't wait for that. And then the last one that we're meant to see together anyway, Book of Mormon. And I cannot fucking wait to see that. That is one we're going to be pissing ourselves at.
Yeah, let me just do something. Hello.
I mean,
Hello.
hello.
It's me, Elder John.
Oh my god! But seriously, a musical about the Book of Mormon,
Written
written
by the
by
creators
the
of
two people that writ fucking South Park, Trey Parker and
and
Matt
Team
Stone.
America. Team America as well. And all the video games. And several other shit.
This is going to be so fun.
Obviously then as well, you're going to see Heathers with our Miss Hope.
Yes, me and Nara went going to see Heather. She got them for me for Christmas.
That's if it's hopefully it's all still freaking happening.
Exactly. Thanks, Miss Rona. We love you.
I love you so much. I don't want to get you though. I feel like my relationship with Miss Rona is, honey, I like it to rely on social distance in the relationship. She stays away from me and I just don't call her back. Ever. Do you know who I was wanting to go see? I wanted to see Sister Act because they had Jennifer Saunders along with
Oh yeah.
Whoopi fucking Goldberg.
Okay, how did it Whoopi Goldberg's going to be in the Dublin one?
No, they're only doing a few nights in London, but like I want to see it.
Yeah.
So there's a few stuff that's been rescheduled to 2021 that I'm trying to get tickets to. I want to see Adam's Family, Dirty Dancing. Um, what else? What else? There's a
Hmm.
few. I might see My Best Friend's Wedding because it stars Alexandra Burke.
Oh, she's in that. I know she was in The Bodyguard as well
Yeah.
recently.
Um, Heather's is still in October, so that's pretty good. Currently, we don't know. So we just have
Currently.
to wait and see. Currently. But yeah, there's a lot of shows coming up that I just can't wait to see. There's like obviously there's a few shows that we can't see this year. Of course, Bring It On the musical, Les Miserables. Everyone's seen Les Miserables.
Mm. Yeah, I've
It's
seen
just
them.
with
It's
loads of.
already good.
I want to see it properly. I've only seen the movie. I haven't seen the musical. Like a proper
I've
professional
seen
version of it now.
both. Mm.
Oh, do tell. What did
Yeah,
you
I went to
think of
see it
it?
when it came. Like it was good. I mean, everything we expect of a Les Mis show. Like, I mean, the one thing that always throws me with Les Mis though is that it's purely like a full-on singing musical. I mean, there's no dialogue whatsoever. It's all lyrics and words, like singing, like nothing's spoken at all. Like I know that's the way it was intended, but it's one thing that's always thrown me off with Les Mis.
Like, what would your favorite musical of all time be?
Either
If
between
you
Grease
say,
or Hairspray.
I thought we were going to say Mamma Mia. Sick of people
No.
saying Mamma Mia.
No, I'd say either it's between Grease or Hairspray or maybe even Oliver as well. Oliver's a good one live.
My favorites would be, of course, um, I love, of course, Rocky Horror. Even though it's not really a musical per se anymore, they do. It's more kind of like a people do kind of mid showings of it, and they do a kind of shadow cast. Um, but I do love some of the other
Mm.
stuff. There's of course uh, what have I loved? I loved And Juliet, which is about what if Juliet didn't die and she continued her story to the music of Backstreet Boys and Kesha.
Why
Then
have I
of
never
course
heard of this?
it's so fucking good. She even does
We're going if it
Confident.
ever comes.
Confident by Demi Lovato. They have a whole thing by that. And it's like they have
Oh my
Teenage fucking
god.
Dream where it's like, oh, but oh, she's like, I can't be with you. It's Juliet's mother and father, and it's like, Oh, but Juliet must be she must be at least 16 now. She's 24. Yeah, see, she's an adult. Like Teenage
Oh
Dream, it's
God.
just perfect. We've had Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, great musical. Falsettos. We've
I've
had, of
never
course.
seen the musical of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Has that ever come here?
No, its setting is too big. It's like Matilda.
Yeah.
You know, if you've seen the staging for Matilda, do you know in Matilda where they're all on the swings? They
Mm.
have that in the musical where on stage little girls get onto swings and swing over and back across the fucking stage.
Oh God.
Where in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, they actually have a glass elevator that goes above the audience.
Oh God.
So obviously
Yeah, that
poor
ain't coming to
Gosh,
Dublin anytime soon.
like there's some other musicals I do want to see, like Lion King. Disney ones are usually
I
good.
won't be too pushed. I'm going to see
Yeah,
Lion
but
King, to be fair. I mean,
I know, but it's Disney, and you know Disney will do good musicals. Like if we look at West End at the minute, obviously not at the direct minute,
mhm.
but you know what I mean. Um, musicals.
Now, I mean, one thing, like now that you're talking about Disney musicals, there's one musical that I think should have never existed in the first place. I think you know
Spider-Man,
what I'm going to say, do
Lord of
you?
the Rings.
No. Fucking SpongeBob. They legit
Don't you
made
dare
SpongeBob
say
SquarePants the musical, and I do not know why. It's what I'm saying. Why the fuck did they make Shrek? Like Shrek's a fucking musical as well. I
Shrek was
mean,
popular.
why
Like if
bother?
we look, okay, so these are the musicals that everyone knows about. Of course, Book of Mormon, but Shrek and those, they're good movie makers. Like they even have an Evil Dead musical. Like there's some good ones. Like every movie practically, I'm waiting for 50 Shades of Mehhh, the musical where there's a whole number called Mehheads, where the literary person just has to constantly just get higher and higher in their voices, and I'm like, iconic. Um, they
Mr.
have a
Lloyd
whole.
Webber, our Instagram's below. DM us, please.
So obviously, we're going to talk about musicals as well. I'm going to reel off these musicals, and I want your kind of impression of them. Joseph and his amazing
Go
Technicolor
on.
Dreamcoat. What?
Seen it. It's brilliant.
It's good. It depends on who does that entire number where they have to remember all those 20 different colors. You could tell it was made up by a gay man because no straight person knows what crimson is. Of course,
No.
Book of Mormon,
Joseph's good. Buzzing.
The Lion King,
I mean, popular one everyone sees, but I wouldn't be too pushed on it.
Sister Act, the musical, in which, of course, Whoopi Goldberg is coming next August. Not August, July, August. Her and Jennifer Saunders are back, which I'm tempted to buy tickets for if they're coming next summer because we'll be over there for Gaga. Dear Evan Hansen.
True. I need to fucking see David Hansen. I need to see it.
It surely will be coming over next year anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully, once they've established themselves in London, they'll probably have a touring unit. Wicked.
One of the best musicals ever fucking made. I mean, it introduced us to Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, and I'm forever grateful.
Like that, I think Wicked is kind of one of those musicals. It's just kind of classic.
Mm-hmm.
Then what other ones have we got? Pretty Woman, which just started this year. I could see it
I
being
mean,
good.
maybe.
Um, Come From Away. Have you heard it?
What?
Come From
No.
Away. musical. It's set in the Canadian town of Gander, where the immediate aftermath of the 9/11 attacks, the town, which had a population of 11,000, welcomes 8,500 passengers from diverted flights. That's the musical.
The fuck? Who came up with that idea?
Hey, look at it this way. We have Anne Juliet, which is next, which is like, actually, do you want to know what pop songs are actually in it?
Go on.
Baby, one more time. Everybody, Backstreet's Back, Love Me Like You Do, Can't Feel My Face, Kesha's Blow, Kesha's Blow. Let's see if you know all the songs in it. This was not expected that I would just be the one rolling with this topic, because I thought you'd be rolling with it because you're the
What, you're
singer.
gonna play the songs?
No, honey,
Well, don't play the
copyright
songs.
notice.
Might get copyright stricken.
That's what I just said. I was like, I'm not playing the songs. Copyright, honey. I'm just saying them. And Juliet. Okay. Larger than life.
Larger than life. That makes you laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. I want it that
Backstreet
way.
Boys, Larger than Life. Yeah.
Yeah, I want it
Of
that way.
course.
Baby, one more time.
Mm-hmm.
Show me the meaning of being lonely.
Okay.
This one is If You Were Back in the Day. And do you know the singer? I'm not going to say their name, but I'm just going to go. Everyone knows the meme of her going, no, 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 no.
Jessie J.
Domino.
Jesus Christ.
Show Me Love. Blow. I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman. Overprotected. Confident. Teenage Dream. Break Free. Oops, I Did It Again. I Kissed a Girl. It's My Life. Love Me Like You Do. Since You've Been Gone. What You Want From Me. One More Try. Problem. Can't Feel My Face. That's the Way It Is. Everybody. As long as you love me, it's gonna be me. Shape of my heart, stronger. Fucking perfect by bloody fucking Pink. Roar, I want it that way, and can't stop this feeling. And then actual written song by Jessie J. One More Try.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of songs.
It is a lot of songs. Matilda the musical's next one. Then Tina Turner. Tina Turner. Tina Turner turning in her grave.
Tina.
Prince of Egypt. Hairspray.
Prince of Egypt, never heard of it.
It was based on that DreamWorks movie where it's this whole kind of thing. It's written by the music is written by the same guy who brought in Wicked, Steven Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
Hairspray, yeah. Which actually does have Harvey Feinstein for a few episodes and Michael Ball. It's a musical.
Yeah.
Mamma Mia the Party.
The
You'll
fuck is
know
Mamma
this
Mia at the
music.
party?
It's literally it's like Mamma Mia, but it's more musicians. Then of course you'll love this one. Everybody's talking about Jamie.
If it was called something else apart from Jamie, then cool.
Cinderella the musical.
But yeah. Cinderella's
Which
a musical,
is,
for fuck's sake.
It's not opening yet, but it's opening October, and guess who's written the book for it?
Yeah.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cinderella.
Oh God.
So for it,
sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah. So that is all the upcoming and current musicals of London. Since, of course, in Ireland we only have the board Gosh.
True. That's all we have is the one plus.
We're not talking about Broadway, honey. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice, people. Look that up. Great musical.
Definitely.
Have you starred in
Nara
many
loves fucking
musicals?
Beetlejuice.
Ooh, have you starred in many musicals, Jack?
I did Eugene for like a school production of Grease, but like that's it.
I did. What did I do? I did Clamishly Jane and Joseph and his amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. I was chorus / backstage / production assistant / set design.
And I was a starring role. Ha ha.
I played the starring role. I fell off a bar for 7 nights in a row. I did my own stunts.
Oh God.
I did my own stunts.
Well, Jack didn't do any stunts because he was playing a fucking nerd.
Plus, I also did the following. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to start.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Or if we were doing a live version of our own podcast, it'd be like, hello, take your seats. The show is about to begin.
Oh my God.
Me screaming to the fucking audience. Only me.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there any musicals, Jack, that I will say you cannot stand? You do not like them. You can't get them.
I just
Will I go
SpongeBob.
first?
The
I know you don't like
SpongeBob
SpongeBob.
musical. It's
SpongeBob. For me, it would have to be what's that fucking terrible Godspell. For fuck's sake, I hate Godspell. Jesus is dying. I'm like, I know he's
never
dead.
even heard of Godspell.
It's imagine in the 70s. It's set in the 70s where Jesus is a hippie.
Oh God.
See what I mean?
Doesn't sound that
I
appealing.
I remember my school's version. It was the most ridiculous thing ever because one of the people on it, look, he was there clinging to the fucking thing, shaking like a fucking monkey. He was like, "Woo!" I was like, "What is
Oh
this?"
God. Jesus Christ.
Because they had to do a normal show for the public, and then they did a special show before the public for the schools that were involved in it. And I was watching it, going, "Is this it? This is terrible."
Oh God.
But yeah.
But yeah, so you can't stand Godspell. I can't stand SpongeBob.
Does anyone like Hair? No.
Hair.
No. It's a musical.
What the fuck's hair?
It's a musical. I'll tell you what it's
Never
about.
heard of it, and I think I'll be okay with never heard it.
Why did I just put Hair music in?
Hair.
And it's
I,
got like literally, I literally just got Hair musical Little Mix. Um. So I will now tell you the plot of Hair.
oh
Hair,
God.
aka the American tribal love rock musical.
Oh God.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Hair tells the
I don't know
story
if I want to
of
hear this.
Hair tells the story of the Tribe, man. A group of politically active long-haired hippies of the age of Aquarius.
Oh
Cue a
God.
picture of Aquarius down there. The drag queen, not the poo. Living in a bohemian life in New York City, fighting against conscription into the Vietnam War. Claude and his good friend Burger, their roommate Sheila, and their friends struggle to balance their young lives, loves, and the sexual revolution with their rebellion against the war and the conservative parents in society. Ultimately, Claude must decide whether to resist the draft as his friends have done, or to succumb to the pressure of his parents and conservative America to serve in Vietnam, compromising his his pacifist principles and risking his life.
That
Jack's
sounds
gone.
absolutely horrible.
Well,
No, God, no.
its last version of it was in 2019. It had a total of, it was first on in 1967, 68, 68, 77, 93, 2009, 10, 9.
Oh my God.
There's also a scene where everyone's naked on stage.
I'm okay with never having heard of that. Okay, so I think we're going to move on from musicals before any of fucking weird shit like that happens again.
Hair was like, I don't like
what?
Hair. I think it's the most weirdest musical I've ever seen in my life. It'd be like Tinder the musical. Remember that thing?
Oh God, fucking Coppers the musical.
I was waiting for you to mention it. If there
I
was
forgot about Coppers the musical.
So we've talked about musical, guys, and of course, we went on to this topic. Okay, we're gonna be honest. We went to this episode not knowing what the fuck we're gonna talk about for like the majority of this episode. Who came up with this
True.
about an hour ago?
But right now we're going to be moving on to our weekly topic of Tone. What's our song of the week?
My song of the week is Spotlight by Jessie Ware. It gives you that 70s vibe. It looks good. It feels good. It's just like kind of like it's 70s. I'm in a kind of 70s mood at the minute. Not for the musical Hair, but for just 70s. So live your life, groovy, peace out, man. Perfect kind of mood for the week. What about you, Jack? Is it any more other track on Chromatica? So we got Art Pop, Fame Monster.
Oh my God, I'm trying to think of one that's not Gaga.
Come on, throw some Britney in there.
I've been listening to Take Yourself Home by Troye Sivan like a lot lately. Why? I don't know, but it's a bop. I mean, especially that little dance break at the end. So I guess I'd say Troye Sivan, Take Yourself Home.
Good choice overall. So of course,
no, wait. I know what it is now. If y'all haven't seen this Vine, you're not living, but there's literally a Vine. No, not a Vine. Fucking TikTok.
Follow us on TikTok. We each have our TikToks down in the bio.
No, there's literally a TikTok of... No. There's literally a TikTok of some guy in a fucking face mask writing Alive-O songs. And he's bopped all the Alive-O songs from fucking primary school. If y'all are Irish and are about our age, y'all know Alive-O and y'all know the bops. So that's my song of the week. All the Alive-O bops.
I'm sorry. Alive 06, girl. That was a thing. Let me see what was my favorite bop from Alive 06. Give me a second. Alive O. Should we do an episode dedicated to Alive O?
We'll see.
Oh my God. Yes, I know my song. Christ be our light. Fucking dead. Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. They have a poster. You can get the Alive O poster. Oh my God. I need this. How much is it?
Veritas, set us up, bitch.
I wish I could. Oh my God, if you have not seen the Alive 06 poster, I am the woman in the middle of the poster acting so fucking surprised by everyone else. Everyone just looks like they're super fucking gay and looking dramatic as hell. They're like, oh my God, there's flames from the ceiling, darling. Yes. It's discontinued, but I want it. It just looks so extra. I live for it. But yeah.
So
What's your myth of the week? Meh
of the week.
This shitty weather.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. There we go. The shitty weather. I mean, I literally went out for brunch on Sunday. It was gorgeous out, and then I step outside to walk to the place, and it starts lashing down. It's fucking typical. Yeah.
One thing I would say, Jack, since you said brunch, have you ever seen that video of what gay guys actually do when they see other gay guys?
Yes, I have.
Well, in a second, we're just going to do the whole thing. Brunch! Please.
Sweet baby Jesus.
When you said that there, I was like, brunch? Drops the
Oh
jacket.
God.
Jacket's magically appears back on. But yeah, that was your Met of the week. Now, of course, and is there anything else we'd like to touch on before, of course, we end this episode, reveal our next special guest, and of course, do everything else? I have a few things to say, but I'll let you go first.
I don't think there is. What, is there something I meant to say?
Of course, we've had a little game every episode. Now, of course, we haven't mentioned it this much this episode, but of course, I'm going to start off. Coffee, coffee, coffee. I got this new Rwandan coffee. Every time I mention coffee, take a shot. So coffee, coffee, coffee. Definitely goes well. I got a new maca pot. It will go great for coffee. Jack is a filthy bottom because he's a Kratos snatcher. So there we go. I live in the west of the country. It's south of the country. I live in the east of the country, the north of the country. I live somewhere in the country. Jack, have you anything else to say? Before we walk into a club, we listen to Kids Bop, and we live our best life.
I hate you.
Thank you. I
And
know I
now
deserve
time
the
to. Okay, before I kill Tone, let's reveal our next
You
special guest
can't
who will be
find me in the
joining us
west of the
on next
country.
week's weekend.
Who's the guest?
So, our next special guest is a queen very near and dear to my heart. She is a resident of I'm Baby. She is so fucking fierce. I mean, literally the definition of fucking lockdown queen. She's been putting a lot of shit out there, doing a lot of looks, a lot of videos, and I can't wait to have her on. So, without further ado, drum roll, please. Yes, bitches, our next special guest is Witchin. I am so excited.
Oh, this is gonna be exciting. She'll put a spell on you for a
Oh, for God's
subscription
sake.
price.
Just got that. She's gonna kill you.
What? Hey, it builds business.
Oh, for God's sake. Oh my God. Sweet baby Jesus.
So, any final words to say to our loyal OnlyFans?
For fuck's sake.
Yes, bitch.
Oh my God. Typical. Um,
Typical. I'm surprised.
no, typical you fucking bringing up everything and anything you fucking can.
You gotta keep all the mentions in. Aha!
Exactly fucking hell. Right, so I think that's it for this week. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Don't forget everything to do with us is down below. Our Instagrams, our the Spotify for the audio, the link. Well, I was going to say the link to the bleeding YouTube channel, but sure, you're watching on YouTube now.
I'd be surprised if they weren't. Where are you watching us, people? Where is this being re-uploaded?
So yeah, any last words from you?
To our little Mehheads, thank you for tuning in for 6 episodes so far. 7 weeks of worth of content. Um, even though we didn't do anything last week, we just kind of got drunk in our respective counties. He had prosecco. I had J- Jack Daniels. But thank you, our little mehheads, for another weekly listening to us rambling on about stupid topics that, frankly, we have no idea what we're talking about half the time. And
Exactly.
dragging drag queens along who will probably never talk to us ever again after they featured. Um,
Grand. Okay, so that's it for us this week. We shall see you next week with special guest Witchin. Bye, everybody.
Bye.